Thank you for joining me. I know our story goes back way before slavery, but I will be starting there first. I will go back and visit our story before slavery at a later date. The thing that I hear the most when I speak about Black issues is that we do not live in that type of world anymore. We have gone beyond this. Don't you see we have a Black president? We abolished slavery. Black people today never experienced slavery. We fought in a war and lost many to end basically what we started, and the list goes on. I have heard so many explanations on why Black people need to shut up with little acknowledgement of how we got here. So I will be examining some practices in slavery to see if they can be found today. The first slaves in America were brought here to work and work hard, to death in most cases. This work would result in big profits for the slave masters. Slaves were beaten, raped, and had horrible living conditions, chained and given nothing. The motivation was money and a lot of it. Is slavery abolished in this country? No. The 13th Amendment states neither slavery or involuntary servitude except as a punishment for crime, whereof the parties shall have been duly convicted, shall exist in the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. If slavery is over, there should be no exceptions. This shows that slavery is very much alive. The next thing is to show that slavery turns a profit. One example is a corporate job. In this country, a company is usually owned by a white person, but run by minorities. White people are primarily in top positions with high pay. They get an easier job than that of their Black counterparts. The Black employees are doing most of the hard work and generating the money. Black employees receive little pay for doing what seems like most of the work. I come from the corporate world and I know how these companies are set up. I recently had a position where I was blocked from getting a better one. Also, the two white employees in our group was given an easier job than the rest of us. They tried to hide it by having their token white people hugging Christian Black woman in the same position as the other two, but we knew what the deal was. This was not unexpected nor shocking, it's the norm. I do not like working for or around them. If you don't kiss up and brown nose or you don't give them the attention they so desperately need, you won't progress. To see how they will step on the faces of their own to climb the corporate ladder lets me know that we are not even an afterthought. I am sure many of you out there know about the corporate plantation. The primary source of slave profits come from the prison industrial complex. The prison population is made up of Black males. The second growing group is Black females. Employers that use work release slaves are given a tax credit of $2,400 per person. They do not provide health care, vacation, sick days, or any benefits they would a regular worker. Slaves in federal prison make 100% of the military equipment and supplies, 98% of the market for equipment assembly services, 93% of paint and supplies, 92% of stoves, 46% of body armor, 36% of home appliances, 30% of speakers, mics, and headphones, 21% of office furniture. Slaves make airplane parts, medical supplies, even train CNI dogs. Some companies that use slave labor are Fake Foods, McEvil, his redheaded sister, Trash Mart, Slime Bucks, major phone companies, crap investment companies, a store recently involved in kicking out a Black woman for no reason at all, airline and rental companies, computer and computer software companies, oil companies, and two merged failing big box stores, and many more. All pay the inmates 25 cents to $4. Then they sell these items to us for hundreds and thousands of dollars, not to mention the living conditions in these prisons. This shows the money being made from slavery today. The last example is the sugar industry, where workers reported being beaten by their supervisors, housed in unsanitary shacks, sexually assaulted, chained to prevent them from escaping, and even received death threats, all while receiving little to no pay. Well, doesn't that sound familiar? I will link the articles in the description box below. See you next time.